It's a quiet village, they say, a place where rolling hills and tight-knit community offer a peaceful respite from the chaos of the world. But for the residents of Emmerdale, that peace is a fragile veneer, perpetually shattered by secrets, lies, and heart-stopping drama. And at the epicenter of the latest emotional earthquake stands one woman, Ruby Milligan. If you, like us, have been glued to your screens, holding your breath with every gut-wrenching revelation, then you know. You know that what has unfolded for Ruby isn't just a storyline. It's a maelstrom of trauma, a testament to the enduring power of secrets, and a shocking saga that has left viewers reeling. For months, we've watched Ruby, a woman who arrived in the Dales with a certain steeliness, a protective wall built high around her, begin to unravel. We've seen the cracks appear, the carefully constructed facade crumble to reveal a woman haunted by a past so dark, so deeply buried, that its eventual eruption was destined to be nothing short of catastrophic. And catastrophic it has been. Let's be honest, when the whispers of a shocking new storyline for Ruby began to circulate, the rumor mill went into overdrive. But no one, not even the most seasoned Emmerdale aficionado, could have predicted the sheer horror of what was to come. It began, as these things so often do in the world of soaps, with the unexpected arrival of a face from the past. Ruby's estranged father, Anthony Fox. His appearance was a catalyst, a single stone tossed into the still waters of Ruby's carefully managed present, sending shockwaves that would ripple through every aspect of her life. The tension between father and daughter was palpable from the outset, a thick, suffocating blanket of unspoken history. But this was no simple family tiff, no case of old grudges held too long. This was something far more sinister. Through a series of harrowing flashbacks, Emmerdale peeled back the layers of Ruby's past, and what we saw was the stuff of nightmares. We witnessed the unspeakable, the sexual abuse of a teenage Ruby at the hands of her own father. The revelation was a punch to the gut for viewers, a sickening twist that cast a dark and disturbing shadow over everything we thought we knew about the character. The strength we had seen in Ruby was suddenly recontextualized. It wasn't just resilience, it was a shield forged in the fires of an unimaginable trauma. Suddenly, her every action, every guarded glance, every fierce defense of her family made a terrifying kind of sense. We were no longer just watching a soap opera character. We were bearing witness to the lifelong aftermath of a profound violation. The emotional weight of this storyline was immense, and the performances, particularly from Beth Cordingley as Ruby, were nothing short of breathtaking in their raw, unflinching honesty. But the horror didn't end there. As if the revelation of the abuse wasn't enough, the writers at Emmerdale twisted the knife further with a question so dreadful it was almost too painful to contemplate. Was Ruby's daughter, Steph, the product of her loving relationship with her husband, Caleb, or the result of her father's monstrous acts? The ensuing DNA test storyline was a masterclass in suspense and emotional torture. We watched as Ruby, a mother desperate to protect her child from the tainted legacy of her own past, was forced to confront the most terrifying of possibilities. The scenes between Ruby and Caleb were electric with a mixture of love, fear, and the knowing uncertainty that threatened to tear them apart. Could their love, a love that had already weathered so many storms, survive this? And then came the confession. In a moment of sheer, unadulterated panic, believing the body pulled from the lake to be that of her monstrous father, Ruby confessed to his murder. The words tumbled out, a torrent of guilt and pain and a desperate primal need to see justice done, even if by her own hand. It was a shocking moment, a testament to the psychological torment she had endured. The fact that it was a case of mistaken identity did little to lessen the impact. The intent was there, born of years of suppressed rage and a daughter's anguish. The truth, when it finally emerged, was a complicated and messy affair. While Ruby hadn't killed her father in that moment, the secret of his death and her and Caleb's involvement in concealing it became a ticking time bomb. And in a village like Emmerdale, secrets have a nasty habit of finding their way into the wrong hands. Enter John Subden, a man with his own dark secrets to protect. Armed with the knowledge of what Ruby and Caleb had done, he saw an opportunity, a chance to leverage their desperation for his own gain. The blackmail storyline that has since unfolded has added yet another layer of stress and fear to Ruby's already burdened life. Just when it seemed she might finally have a chance to breathe, to begin the long and arduous process of healing, She was once again trapped, a pawn in someone else's dangerous game. And through it all, there has been the added complication of her recently returned and understandably troubled daughter, Steph. Their reunion has been anything but a fairy tale. The years of separation, the result of Ruby's desperate attempts to shield her daughter from the toxicity of her own upbringing, have left their mark. Their interactions have been fraught with tension, a painful dance of love and resentment, of a mother trying to reconnect with a daughter who feels a sense of abandonment she is only just beginning to understand. What makes Ruby Milligan's story so compelling, so utterly gut-wrenching, is its unflinching exploration of the long-term consequences of trauma. This isn't a storyline that has been neatly resolved in a few episodes. It is a slow, painful burn, a realistic portrayal of how the ghosts of the past can continue to haunt the present, no matter how hard you try to outrun them. We have seen Ruby at her most vulnerable, her most fierce, her most broken. We have seen her fight for her family with the ferocity of a lioness, and we have seen her crumble under the weight of a secret she has carried for far too long. We have seen the incredible strength of her bond with Caleb, a love that has been tested to its absolute limits and has, so far, endured. Theirs is a partnership forged in adversity, a beacon of hope in the midst of so much darkness. The conversations this storyline has sparked are a testament to its power. It has shone a light on the dark and often hidden issue of childhood sexual abuse and the lifelong journey of survivors. It has explored the complexities of family, love, and loyalty, and the impossible choices people are sometimes forced to make. As we watch the next chapter of Ruby's story unfold, we are left with a sense of trepidation and a deep, empathetic connection to this incredibly complex and compelling character. Will she and Caleb ever truly be free from the shadow of her past? Can her relationship with Steph be healed? And what will be the ultimate price of their secrets? One thing is for certain, the shocking saga of Ruby Milligan has cemented its place in Emmerdale history. It is a story that will be remembered not just for its dramatic twists and turns, but for its emotional depth, its raw honesty, and its powerful portrayal of a woman's fight for survival in the face of unimaginable horror. And we, the viewers, will be there for every step of her journey, our hearts in our throats, hoping against hope that this brave, broken, and beautiful character will one day find the peace she so desperately deserves. The Dales may never be the same again, and frankly, neither will we.